You update a record with a put, and the server sends the whole thing back, the full resource, every field, in the response body. Usually that's helpful. The client sees exactly what it saved. But a client doing a bulk sync, firing hundreds of updates, doesn't want hundreds of bodies echoed back. It already knows what it sent. RFC 7240 lets the client decide, with one header, prefer, ask for minimal, and the same update returns a lean 204, no body at all. By default, a successful update returns the full updated resource, a 200 with the complete body. That's a fine default. The client usually wants to see what it saved, but not always. A bulk sync firing 500 updates doesn't need 500 bodies echoed back. The server still serializes and ships every one of them, and the client pays for a representation it immediately discards. RFC 7240 hands that choice to the client with the prefer header. Ask for minimal, and the update still happens, but the response is a tiny 200 for no content, with no body. The server confirms it honored you with a preference applied header. Want the saved state back instead? Ask for representation, and you get the full 200. Either way, the server advertises the toggle with very prefer, so caches never mix the two, and the new e-tag still comes back, ready for your next write. Here's the whole change. It's an ordinary update pipeline. Find the project, rename it, save, and map the result to a 200 with the new e-tag. The one addition is HonorPrefer on the response. That single call turns on RFC 7240. Trellis reads the client's prefer header, and if they asked for minimal, returns a 204 with no body instead of the 200, while still emitting the e-tag, the preference applied confirmation, and very prefer for caches. Ask for representation or send nothing, and you get the normal 200 with the body. Without HonorPrefer, the header is simply ignored. It's opt-in, one line, and only on the update path. So Prefer gives you 3 guarantees. 1. By default, a write returns the full representation, a 200 with the body, which is what most clients want. 2. A client that doesn't consent return equals minimal and get a 204 with no body, or return equals representation to force the full 200. The client decides, per request. 3. It's opt-in with HonorPrefer and only on updates. Trellis always adds very prefer, so caches keep the two shapes apart and confirms what it did with a preference applied header. And one honest caveat, prefer is all or nothing, the whole body or none. Showing fewer fields on a phone than a desktop isn't prefer at all. That's content negotiation, a separate tool. Prefer puts the client in control of the response shape, the full representation, or a lean 204, without you writing branching logic and without breaking caches. One line, HonorPrefer, and your update endpoint speaks RFC 7240. Next, we make writes safe to retry. The idempotency key header, so a post that times out can be sent again without ever creating a duplicate. Subscribe, and I'll see you there.